For the last pick of the
Bro! Bro's trolling! Bro!
One of the most beautiful settings in sports. Ralphie is out there looking to run over somebody, and the Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle, as we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. So the Buffaloes offense comes on the field first today. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Buffaloes will crank up the tempo. Caught quickly. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. No huddle here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. The offense going with the hurry up. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
So Florida State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Ball handed off. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Bailey. He snags the quick throw. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
And the Noles will have 1st and 10 here. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Oh, reverse. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. Were able to stop that reverse in its track.
And that's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Second down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Knowles are in the red zone now. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll run it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. Looks like this one may be coming back. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. And now the try here for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Buffaloes will kick it deep to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback looking to scramble. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Makes a quick catch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the Noles pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They bring them down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. Here's the snap. The quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Offense facing second and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes a quick grab. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Backed up on third down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game. Well, this was a kind of a grinding affair. You give the game ball to the defense here. They did their job at the end in a low-scoring one.
There's no doubt about that, Chris. Their own offense didn't have to do a whole lot today because the way their own defense played and led them to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Syracuse's offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Davis will throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Syracuse right back at it. Unloads quickly. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Able to... It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's looking for a man on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Davis looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Splits the upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So they were able to put up a three spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here on third down. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks taking this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Still running at the 40. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Ott. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Getting some heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Davis will throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
42 Spider.
It's a draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Red pass, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Syracuse right back at it. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Runs through the tackle. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Pena. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Loads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Trying to get to him. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly complete.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
From the 22 on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Touchdown, Syracuse. They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah,
and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense getting set for first. He'll start this drive firing. Gets open down the middle. Stopped after making the catch. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They're bringing heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Pena. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Give to the big fullback. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. No way on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 30. All kinds of running room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.